Hi everyone. Welcome to the beginning of this series. It's gonna just be basically a weekly update of how my gardening journey's going. Uh, well, I hope it's gonna be weekly. I'm not sure yet. Sorry if you hear barking or any noises in the background. I live in a very noisy area, and it's hard to get away from this stuff. Um, so yeah, let's just jump in. This is a tomato plant. Um, I don't know the variety because I just bought it from a shop nearby that sells them, and it wasn't labeled with a variety or anything, and no one knew what it was. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. I actually, when I was bringing it home, as you can see, I accidentally broke off the top of it. Um, so yeah, it started growing shoots left, right, and center. I figured it was either that or leave them to grow or throw it away. So yeah, it would be a waste if I threw away a perfectly good plant. It's basically in a topsoil compost mix with a bit of perlite. I tried a couple different mixes. This is mix one, I guess you can call it. It's in a 20-liter bucket, but I haven't filled it all the way, so I figured it didn't need it. Anyway, this is another plant that I got at the same time. It's same, I guess it's the same variety. I don't know. Um, Pretty much all of these big plants were stunted at one point. They were in some pretty terrible compost. Um, and they just didn't grow at all for a while. Also, we had some bad weather. Um, like it was rainy for like a month and a half. Um, so yeah, a lot of things suffered because of that. But now the sun's back out. It's been a couple days, and they just suddenly shot up. It's quite amazing how quick they grow. Um, so yeah, we'll move on to these seedlings and one cutting. Um, this used to be in that bad compost. This one over here. Um, I moved it to that, but I think the stunting was a little too much for it, and it hasn't grown at all since then. And that was like at least a week ago. I mean, yeah, at least a week ago. This is still in this one over here. Bonk is still in the same compost. It's very slow growing. Both of them. Um, though since the sun started coming out, it's been a little bit better. Um, these I just put in some topsoil, the seeds. They're, I think they're, yeah, just cherry tomatoes. Um, and yeah, they have grown much faster than the ones in the bad compost. Like I planted them a couple weeks ago, and they're already at this size, so that's pretty cool. These chilies over here, there, those are jalapenos. Um, And yeah, I planted them around the same time as these tomatoes here. Over there. Right, where's the camera? There, these ones. Um, and yeah, they've grown a lot faster than my last attempts, and they haven't died from user error, I guess you can call it. This is a habanero. Um, I only got one to germinate, even though I planted quite a few. I sowed them about the same time as these. So yeah. This is a cutting. This one over here is a cutting that I took from this big plant. I just took one of the shoots and hoed it in threw it in some compost, and I was hoping it would root and take and grow. It's pretty much taken root, I think, because it doesn't look as sad anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. This one over here, where's my finger? There it is. This one over here is, what is it? It's Roma. It's a Roma tomato plant. I sowed it pretty recently, like a week or so ago. And yeah, it sprouted today. I mean, came up today. This is also Roma. I got the seeds from a different place. It was also in the same compost as the terrible compost, but I transplanted it into this topsoil and it seems to be doing much better. Oh yeah, this one's Roma. I forgot to mention this small one. This is also a cherry tomato. Yeah, what can I say? It's in topsoil as well. Yeah. Anyway, here's my strawberry plants. There's there's 4 of them in here. They're in some pretty good compost that I bought in the beginning of my journey, and I've run out at this point, but it's pretty well draining and all the things strawberries like. They've started shooting out some, some runners, but I keep chopping them off because it's only their first year. As you can see, there's quite a few I keep calling them tomatoes. Strawberries growing. There's one over there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Here is some bush beans or dwarf beans, whichever you want to call it. Sowed them a week or so ago, and they're doing well. Pretty excited about that. And yeah, here's the third and final tomato plant from those 3 that I bought. It's not looking so good. It's the last one I transplanted, so it's still recovering from that traumatic experience. As you can see, the leaves are quite yellow, and I don't know if it's going to make it. I had a suspicion that it had a fungal infection, but that seems to have cleared up mostly. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's take you across the garden to show you my gem squash. Don't be surprised, it's pretty big, you know. It's huge. Yeah, no, it's really small. I think it's due to the fact that I sowed it pretty late. And also the weather's been terrible. It's grown quite a bit since the sun's been out, but yeah, it's not doing so good. It's doing pretty well considering. And yeah, I could tell you about these things. Let me know if you would like to know. I don't know much about them. They've been here for years before my gardening journey started. There's nothing much to tell about them, to be honest, but let me know if you want to hear a little bit about them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this maybe weekly, maybe a little more spaced out than that, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, thank you for watching, and have a good one.